Hi, this is Karen, and I'm going to be leading you today through about a 20-minute yoga sequence and then a 20-minute seated meditation. So just have your cushion nearby, and we'll start in just an easy seated position, allowing for a nice tall spine and your sits bones to connect down on the ground underneath you. And take a minute just to become present to yourself through your breath, taking a big breath in and filling up. And letting it out of your mouth. And just bringing yourself more fully into the space of your body. And just establishing the center and this flow of breath as we begin bringing some movement into the body, just starting with the neck, letting your neck just roll around a couple of times, really breathing, especially with your exhales, exhaling any stress from the neck, just allowing that to melt away with your breath. Moving nice and slow and easy, taking your time, and then maybe switching directions. Just feeling into your head and your neck. And then coming back to neutral, take a breath, keep the eyes closed, just feel those sensations in your body now. We'll invite in some movement into the shoulders. Just first letting the shoulders just come all the way up to the ears. With your inhale, with your exhale, let the shoulders just drop. And you can do that a couple more times if that feels good, or just starting to roll the shoulders back now. Just creating some release through the shoulders as you use your breath to assist with any letting go there, tension there in the shoulders. And circling a couple times in the other direction. And coming back to neutral. And taking your right hand, bring it up and over towards your left ear and just gently press your right ear towards your right shoulder. Breathe into that big stretch for the left side of the neck. See if you can relax as you do this, so you're not creating too much pressure, sensation. Really feel that you're still rooted and grounded. All the way down through your sits bones, you're still able to settle as you breathe. And releasing your right arm down. Bring your left arm up towards your right ear and gently press your right or your left ear down towards your left shoulder. Taking a couple nice breaths here. If you want a little more, you can press your right hand down into your mat. And then release, come back to neutral. Big breath. Let's take the arms up on an inhale and just lengthen the torso. Maybe gazing up, feel all that length through the front and through the back of your body. And exhale, just push your arms down and away, feeling the arms activate all the way through the fingertips. Bringing your right hand to the ground, stretch your left arm up, feel that nice length through your left side body. reach your right arm up with your inhale. And release your left arm, or your right arm down. Just bringing a little bit of movement into the hips, bringing your hands to knees and just circling around the hips a couple times. Breathing, just loosening up the hips, and as you loosen up the hips, loosen up the jaw. And switch directions. And come back to neutral. We'll come up onto hands and knees now. So planting the hands so they're right underneath your shoulders, your wrists under the shoulders, and your knees under your hips. Feel into this nice long spine for a moment. Letting the neck be nice and neutral. And then moving in for a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhaling to stretch and open through the front of the body. Exhaling to contract through the spine. Tuck the chin in, look up at your chest. Exhale. And as you inhale, feel that nice arch in your spine. Gazing up and exhale, gazing down. And maybe at your navel, pulling your low belly in. Feel that nice activated stretch. Take one more. Exhale. Very nice. And then spread your fingers nice and wide. Maybe move them maybe just an inch forward. Press down all the way through your knuckles. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips up. Downward facing dog. And you can have a nice bend in the knees here to really concentrate on lengthening out through your lower back. And really exhaling to feel that nice deep stretch. Maybe starting to walk the heels down one at a time, so you activate the stretch through the back of your legs, and then relax your head and neck. Nice, and then just walking the feet forward as you walk your hands back, so you meet right in the center. Keeping that generous bend in the knees. And just lengthening and releasing down towards the ground. Really feel the support of the ground underneath you, and the support of your legs as you just hang your spine and your torso against the legs. Let the head and neck completely relax. You can shake the head and neck around a little bit. You might grab for the elbows and just shimmy around a little bit, creating a little bit more space and length. Breathing into that space. And then grounding through the feet, keeping that bend in the knees. We're just gonna round up. So rounding your way all the way up to your shoulders, come down and back. Good, and just standing as your feet are planted down into the ground, just standing nice and tall with your shoulders back, feeling into your whole body, feeling the four corners of your feet activated and pressing down into the floor. And taking a big inhale breath, just bring your arms, just sweep them up and gaze slightly up. And exhale, sweep the arms down. Inhale, bring the arms up. Long through the torso, look up. Exhale. Keep the arms activated as you bring them all the way down. One more inhale. And this time, exhale, bring your hands down through your heart center and just fold down again. All the way down, your hands down to the ground. Again, take a deep breath. Relax, release down towards the ground through your neck, through your head, shaking around a little bit. Good, and then just coming down again onto the knees. Letting the knees open up nice and wide, the width of your mat. Send your hips down to the heels and stretch your arms forward. And take a few nice long breaths here. And let this feel good in your body. Let yourself really feel the support of the ground underneath you to really lengthen out through your back. And then just walk your hands to the right a couple of times till you feel that nice, just right spot where you're getting a nice activation through the whole left side of your body. Keeping your left hip down towards the ground, stretch and lengthen here. Take a couple of deep, lengthening breaths. And then walk the hands all the way through center and over to the left. As you feel that right spot, you can lengthen and stretch through the whole right side body, taking a couple deep breaths. And then walking the hands back to center. And come back up onto hands and knees. Bring the hands a couple inches forward. Press into your knuckles. Tuck the toes under, hips up, downward facing dog. And we're going to center the left foot, so it's about in the center of your mat. And lift your right leg up with pointed toes. We're going to send that knee forward and through, tucking the chin. Bring your forehead to your nose and back up again. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. One more. Feel your core here engage. Good, and we'll switch sides. I'm bringing the right foot about the center of your mat. Take an inhale breath, lengthen your left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Two more. Exhale, knee to nose. Good, and just come all the way down onto the knees. And send your hips down towards your heels, stretch out. Take a couple of resting breaths here. And then coming up, just scoot your feet underneath you, coming into cross-legged position, and then putting your feet out on the ground in front of you. Bring your fingertips out, pull your belly in, and just roll your way all the way down. Vertebrae by vertebrae, until you're down on the mat. And then walk your heels a little bit closer in towards your hips. And get settled so that your sacrum here is flat on the floor, shoulders down. Feel those points of contact against the floor. Nice support of the floor underneath you. Press your feet into the ground, preparing for bridge. Can either press down through your hands, keep your hands where they are, and lift up through your hips. Or if you want a little more stretch, walk your shoulders underneath you and reach to clasp your hands underneath. Pressing into the feet as you lift up through your hips. You feel that nice stretch through the front of the body, keeping the feet active. Tuck in the chin slightly here. Take another deep breath. And then relax back down. Bring your shoulders out from underneath you. Relax your lower back into the ground. And we're just going to windshield wiper through the hips a few times, letting the knees just fall over to the right. You can bring your arms out to a T. And then to the left, to the right. Just finding a rhythm here, letting the hips just soften and open up. And relax. And coming back to a neutral position. Keep your left foot planted and bring your right foot up so it's on top of your left thigh for this figure 4. You can either stay right here or thread your right arm through to grab for the back of the thigh or the knee. And really activate through your right foot, so your right foot especially is active. You can activate both feet. And just breathe here into that nice stretch through your hips with your exhales, just creating this gentle pressure. Finding that just right spot where you're getting a nice amount of stretch, but you can still breathe. And as you breathe, let your breath start to create more space, more relaxation. So that your breath is allowing for some release through this right hip now. Taking another deep breath in. Exhale, gentle pull. And release. And switch legs, bringing your right foot down, lifting your left foot up to the top of the thigh. Flexing that foot, threading your left foot or your left arm underneath to grab for the thigh. And just notice both sides usually will feel quite a bit different from one another. So just noticing on this side what's going on in your left hip and taking a few deep softening breaths into your hip here. And taking one last big inhale. Exhale, soften, and gently pull that knee. Good, and release. Relax the feet back down. Let's windshield the knees just a couple more times, right and left. See if they feel a little bit looser. And coming back to neutral. And just have both knees in for a moment. Reach around, give yourself a nice big hug, rough your forearms, your elbows. Bring the back of the head down, hug the knees in, take a deep breath. And we'll rock up to seated now. So grabbing behind the legs. Just rocking a couple times through your spine. And then coming up to sit. Let's go ahead and find our mat or cushion. If it's more comfortable to grab a chair, by all means grab a chair, whatever you need to do so that you can sit upright with a nice tall spine. And find the most useful way you can of sitting so that you won't be distracted. And as you find your nice tall spine, hands either down or up, either way is fine. Just take a moment to adjust to the seated position and let your eyes close now. So you're bringing your focus all the way inward to fully bring attention to your breath. Using your breath as a tool for making this deep inward contact with yourself, maybe noticing the effects of your practice, just feeling how your breath is moving inside your body. Noticing where your breath feels more fluid and where your breath might feel slightly contracted or stuck. And without needing to fix or change anything, just see if you can allow for some softening of your breath. And if at any time you need to take one of those big falling out breaths to release any stress or tension, feel free to just take that big breath in through your nose and out of the mouth. And staying present to that flow of breath in your body, expand your awareness to include your whole physical body. And just noticing whatever you notice in this moment about your physical body, from your head all the way down to your toes. Just noticing what your experience is today of being inside your body. And then again, without needing to fix or change anything, just allow a softening of your physical body so you feel settled and calm. And then maintaining this easy rhythm of your breath. Expand your awareness again to include your mental body. So you're just checking in with your flow of thoughts today. Maybe it's a torrent of thoughts, or maybe just a slower trickle of thoughts today. Bringing some awareness to your mental body, its overall quality or tone. And here again, without needing to fix or change anything, you can allow a softening through your mental space. So your mind feels a bit more spacious and open. Just allowing for thoughts to arise and then fall away in this nice, easy rhythm and flow. And taking a deep breath in and making contact with yourself right in the center of your head. And let your exhale be a release. And as you attune there for a moment to the center of your head, see if you can activate quality of your own intelligence, your own deep understanding there, right in the center of your head, creating this slight uplift to your thinking mind now. Tuning to that internal quality of yourself in the center of your head. Good, and then keeping with that steady flow of your breath, deepen your awareness a bit to include your emotional body now. allowing for whatever emotions are already present right on the surface. Or perhaps which emotions are right underneath the surface of your awareness. Allowing for some softening around the space of your emotions now. And then bringing your focus right into the center of your heart space. Taking a deep breath into the center of your heart. And letting your exhale just be a release. And perhaps taking a moment to activate some quality within your heart space now. Maybe the quality of love or peace or compassion. And creating this slight uplift within your heart space. And letting the breath continue to flow on your next exhale. Bring yourself all the way down in your body, down towards your hips and pelvis, noticing where the bottom of your pelvic floor is in contact with the chair, the cushion underneath you. And just allowing yourself to deeply settle down towards the ground. Feeling the foundation underneath you. And letting your breath adjust to being this far down in your body so you feel that you can rest down in the deep space of your pelvis now, allowing your mental life and your emotional life to just soften and settle. Good, and feeling deeply settled now, deeply grounded. See if you can maintain that sense of ground, but expand your awareness again to include your whole body. And this time, the whole internal space of your body, the internal space of your head, down through your neck, through your shoulder sockets and down through your inner arms and elbows, down through your hands, feeling whole internal space of your hands and fingers, internal space of your whole torso, down through your lower belly and your hips, down deep in your hip sockets and all the way down through the upper legs, the knees, and all the way down through the inner space of your lower legs, your ankles, and your feet. You start to get a sense of feeling that you're sitting in the internal space of your whole body all at once now. Letting the breath continue to flow through the space. And then attuning to the quality of stillness inside your body. The stillness of your balanced mind. And the breath still continuing to flow through the body. Without disturbing that stillness in any way. And keeping that steady flow of your breath. Attune now to the wisdom dimension of yourself, your wisdom body. And that highly intuitive part of you that knows without thinking the truth of yourself and the truth of your whole life. Tuning to that wisdom dimension of yourself and letting your breath continue to rise and fall. Just stay receptive now to anything that might arise in your body. It might be a feeling or an image or a string of words or a phrase. Maybe simply the quality of feeling at peace or feeling centered. Just notice whatever you notice here. Staying receptive to that inflow of wisdom, guidance, insight. Your own intuitive inner knowing is activating as you continue to sit inside your body and breathe in and out this nice, steady breath. And take as much time as you would like here to breathe and to integrate, maybe taking up a writing practice to bring some of those insights out onto the page. And just bringing the hands to heart center, taking a moment of deep appreciation and gratitude for yourself for taking the time to practice today. Have a wonderful rest